Hello everybody. So today we are going to speak about the Monastery of St. Catherine. Welcome to our channel, Egypt Excursions Tours. St. Catherine Monastery is the most famous one all over the world. It is an Eastern Greek Orthodox monastery which is located in the south of the peninsula of Sinai, at the place where God appeared to Moses in the miracle of the burning bush, beneath the Mount of Decalogue. St. Catherine, she was a girl from Alexandria of Egypt, and she was born at the end of the 3rd century. She was renowned for her beauty and aristocratic birth, and she was converted to Christianity during the persecutions of the Romans. She confessed her Christianity and condemned the worship of idols. So the Roman emperor appointed 50 rhetoricians to argue with her, but she was strong in her faith, so she converted them to be Christians. Finally, she was beheaded for her faith, and her memory is celebrated on November 25th. After her martyrdom, angels brought her body to the peak of the mountain. In the 5th century, one of the monks dreamed of the holy relics of St. Catherine, that they are on the top of one of the mountains. The monks went up and searched the relics, and they found on the top of one of the mountains, which is called later the Mount of St. Catherine. So nearly in the 5th century, it was known as St. Catherine Monastery. The monastery is the oldest inhabited Christian monastery all over the world. It dates back to the 3rd century, and the first Christians, they escaped from the persecutions of the Romans in the valley of the Nile, so they went to the deserts. Some of them came here to South Sinai, and they gathered nearby the burning bush. The reliquary of St. Catherine are inside the church, as we can see now. So the monastery was built at the feet of Mount Sinai or Mount Horeb, which is a place where Moses receives the 10 Commandments according to Exodus chapter 20, 2 until 17. It was built like a fort. So the fortified walls surrounding the monastery of St. Catherine were constructed in the 6th century at the command of the Roman Emperor Justinian. It was built to protect the monks from the hostile forces that would cross the area, and to be enshrined within the church built as the site of the burning bush. St. Catherine Monastery was built as a fortress. So as we can see now, the enclosure wall is very high, from 10 to 12 meters, and the thickness from 2 to 3 meters. On the western part of the monastery, we have the entrance. Until 1862, there is no entrance. So to go inside the monastery, we used a kind of a lift, a small one for food provided by the monks to those who ask it, and the other one is used to them to get inside the monastery itself. So when we go inside the monastery, we can see the burning bush. On our left hand side, we have the burning bush. The burning bush, until today, we can see the plant in the same place where believed that God appeared to Moses in the miracle of the burning bush, according to Exodus chapter 3. Also inside the monastery, we have the church, St. Catherine Church. Also we have the well called the Well of Moses, which was used always by our monks, and today is known as the Well of Moses, used by Moses. On the top, nearby the well, we can see the different phases of life of Moses, starting from picking Moses from the water of the Nile until the different chapters. Like we can see the burning bush, like we can see Moses crossing the Red Sea, like we can see Moses touching the water in Marah, like we can see the manna and quail God sent to Moses. People are collecting the manna and quail. Here Moses taking the 10 Commandments, here the golden calf, and here the last chapters of the Exodus. The church was built, or the tower bill of the church, it was built in a Greek style, as we can see now. And behind it we have a minaret of a mosque, which was built in the 11th century. Inside the monastery we have the library, the biggest one, the second one after the one of the Vatican City, which had many manuscripts and the first or the early printed books all over our history. It includes the monastery icons of the greatest beauty and significance. The tower bill, as we can see, and the church has the basilica style. The middle nave is more higher, more larger than the two aisles. The height of Mount Sinai is 2,285 meters, which can be reached by two different routes. The older one is the Steps of Repentance, consists of 3,750 steps. Abbas Pasha the first, he created the second route in the middle of the 19th century as a camel trail, which is more gradual ascent that connected with the Steps of Repentance at the last 750 steps. So please, if you like our video, comment, share or like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the further and the future videos from our channel. Thank you for listening.